It's the most exciting time of the year. The G1 Climax is upon us. New Japan Pro Wrestling's premier tournament, and we're going to tell you some of the big news coming out of it this week. Most notably, Konosuke Takeshita, AEW signed talent in the G1. Let's talk about it, but first, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's go right into it and read the lineups for this G1. In the A block, you have Shota Umino, Tetsuya Naito,
Kenny's favorite.
Shingo Takagi, Sonata. You got Great Khan, Zack Sabre Jr., The Kid, Gabe Kidd, Evil, Jake Lee, and an opponent to be announced. And then in the B block, you got Goto,
Isn't it Evil?
El Phantasmo, Yoda Tsuji, Jeff Cobb, the big one, Inare, David Finley, Ren Narita, Yuya Yamura, and Konosuke Takeshita with another opponent to be announced later. The biggest news coming out of this, guys, is that Konosuke Takeshita, again an AEW talent, is going to be in the G1. People are losing their minds about this. For those of you who may not know what the G1 is, think Continental Classic, except way better because it's New Japan Pro Wrestling. But Kero, let's talk about it. Everyone wants to know, what do you think about Konosuke Takeshita being in the G1? How hyped are you?
I'm moderately hyped because I want to see what happens to him. The reason I'm moderately hyped is because I don't think he's going to win this damn thing. If he did and went on to Wrestle Kingdom, they might do it. It's not impossible, especially because he himself is Japanese. And he says, I don't like how I'm booked in America. I'm not getting this success. What is going on? Where is Barbara with big titties? If you know, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. Anyhow, I hope, because he's upset at the way he's been booked in America, he's going to use this chance that he has in New Japan and kind of plant his foot in the promotion and become their next big star. Because the way I'm looking at this, man, I remember G1 2019. We had Kenny Omega, Okada, stars out of the wazoo, bro. Like this seems a little rough. I mean, we got Tetsuya Naito over there. It's pretty cool. Takeshita is another name, but he's not even from New Japan. And then you got Hiroki Goto, which specializes in losing. He's a Dolph Ziggler. I like Gabe Kidd, I guess. Like
again with the Dolph Ziggler stuff, kiddo.
Come on, man. What happened, Kenny?
That's my
I'm
boy.
just telling the truth. I am just telling you the facts. But it's just like, then I see a lot of young boys who just, I guess, started to get their personalities, like Yuya Uemura and like Jake Lee. I don't even know. I know everybody else. I've seen at least one of their matches, or more than one actually. But Jake Lee, I'm going to see him for the first time, for example. So my final words on this is going to be, I want Takeshita to win this. I want him to be the main champion, beat Moxley or Naito, whoever is going to be the champion by the end, when we get to Wrestle Kingdom, and establish himself as the next big star in New Japan. Because, come on, man, he's a badass. He's an absolute badass, and I think this is a way better, alternative. Instead of using AEW, you can use New Japan to showcase who he is, and then he can go back to New Japan. AEW or WWE or any other company for that matter, because he's still gonna be young as hell. So yeah, there you go. That's me.
I disagree with so much of what you said, but I want to get the opinion of New Japan Pro Wrestling's biggest fan, Kenny Baum. What do you think of all of this?
I tell you what, Mr. Omer, Big Om. I've never watched a G1 in my entire life. But I saw this card and I was like, you know what? The boys like New Japan Pro Wrestling. Maybe I should check it out with them this year. And you know, Konosuke Takeshita, one of my favorite wrestlers in AEW, always hits hard. And I love watching his matches. So if he's going to be hitting harder, because I think that's what they do in New Japan, right? These guys just go pretty much New Japan style and kill each other. I definitely want to see some of these matches at least. Now, Konosuke Takeshita, definitely the one I want to walk away with the win. But y'all have been talking about Gabe Kidd as well. Did he have something go on at a press conference lately where he was like yelling at somebody in the face or something? Did y'all see that?
That's what he does in every press conference. This man's yelling at everyone. He's showing all the personality in the world. That's what he does.
So I never heard of him before y'all brought him up, but he hasn't been kind of popping up on my timeline ever since. And I was like, okay, maybe this guy is going to try to make some noise. And I think this is where he does it. So out of everybody on this card here, I think those are the two that I would keep my eye on, because Zack Sabre Jr., let's be honest, the guy's a failure.
Kenny Baum in the building. dropping
He didn't sign the
real
WWE.
take
He
cap.
didn't sign the AEW. He was supposed to come up with Will Ospreay, but now he's still floundering in New Japan, and we never see him. So I just think he's one of those guys who will never
Because he's
be
under
as big
contract, Kenny.
as he could have been.
Under contract, Kenny. His contract was never up, Kenny.
So was Will Ospreay. So his contract hasn't been up
No.
since the Cruiserweight Classic.
No,
yeah,
that's
but
not what
no,
happened.
it was coming up or
That's
something,
fake
and I
news.
think he
That's-
paid to announce and all of that stuff. But his contract had to come up since the Cruiserweight Classic.
No, that's not. That's different. He wasn't signed with New Japan during the Cruiserweight Classic. He signed with New
Gonna
Japan
sign
later.
with
He never signed
WWE?
with WWE. He never signed with WWE because they
He
never
should
offered
have.
him a deal.
Because now he's not fighting with the big boys. Apparently, Triple H offered
How
him
are you gonna
something. Triple H
sign? How are you
wanted
gonna
him.
get a job that no one offers you?
Triple H wanted him. I remember back then. Triple H wanted him, but it was a big thing because he decided to stay in New Japan.
I don't know about all that, but what I
You
do
gotta
know
look it up,
is
bro.
Zack
I'm telling you,
Sabre
I was
Jr.
deep in the weeds back then because I kept hearing people talk
you-
about this guy, and he just never did
What
anything.
Omer said is big. If they had offered him nothing, yeah, then like what else is he
Bro,
supposed to do?
I'm sure they offered him something because his name was hot
Hey,
back then.
I'm sure it wasn't enough. If New Japan was
Okay.
paying more, then that's
Well,
a
let's keep
freaking
cooking.
problem.
Let's get Brian's opinions, and I'm gonna pull it up and show y'all.
Do it because I'm
Let's go.
curious.
It's
June,
throughout the day.
July.
Here we go.
I think so, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, you
Brian
gonna
is
come
what
chill
we
with the
in,
fellas and watch it?
Brian is what
Well, here we
is what
go.
New Japan Pro Wrestling fans call a young boy.
Here we go. New Japan Pro Wrestling star Zack Sabre Jr. has stated that he has turned down contract offers from all of the major U.S. wrestling companies. The British star has chosen to hone his skills in Japan, with Zack Sabre Jr. becoming a mainstay in New Japan Pro Wrestling. This guy turned down contracts from everybody to stay in the land of mediocrity.
Kenny Bomb, you have been watching professional wrestling.
Bro,
You've
Americans
been watching
don't see New
professional wrestling
Japan.
for your whole life. You should know. You should know Cap. You should know when someone's working you. Don't get worked by the dirt sheets, Kenny Bomb. Don't get worked by the
Sabre
dirt
Jr.
sheets.
said this out of his mouth.
Don't get worked by wrestlers, bro. That's
Bro,
even worse.
this is oh, you love Fightful, right?
Yes.
You said you just posted Fightful is one of the most reputable news sites going around here.
Yes,
this was reported by Fightful.
100%.
This was reported by Fightful.
Reported or interviewed? Or is it reported or interviewed?
This is a report from Fightful. Fightful says Zack Sabre Jr. turned these down.
Reported.
Well, look,
because he wants to leave New Japan as a top wrestler.
So what? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the point. Okay, you're right.
You get
I was about to
so
go
why doesn't
crazy.
he want the money? What is it? Is he scared of the grind?
Yes,
You kind of jab Will Ospreay for being scared of the grind. Is this what's going on with Zack?
But he could have done that. Just wrestle in the WWE for a year or two.
For this. What do you mean?
What do you mean wrestle in a
wrestle
year
in the WWE in the year or two?
They make you sign a 3-year deal.
Okay, 3 year in the WWE. Oh my God, the biggest wrestling company in the entire world. Everyone's gonna see my name, and I'm having that job in the wrestling industry forever. How bad is that?
I wasn't trying to see
He's
Zack
scared.
Sabre Jr.
He's
in
mid.
WWE, the watered down BS version. Ain't nobody.
I know. Like he's gonna be watered down. Absolutely.
Shorty Z.
But make yourself a
Is that what you're
superstar.
trying to see, Carol? Shorty Z.
That's not what I'm trying to see. But after that, he's can go literally everywhere forever.
Exactly.
God, Marty Jannetty was getting matches like 3 years ago.
All right.
Kiddo,
We somehow went from the G1 to Marty Jannetty. I don't know how we did that, but let's go back because I do have a bone to pick with you, Carol, real quick as we wrap up this. By the way, guys, let us know in the comment section if you want to see us cover the G1 over the next few weeks. We'll be happy to do it, and I will be more than happy to educate Kenny Baum on what real professional wrestling is. But Ghetto, you said Takeshita should win.
Yeah.
I think Takeshita should get to the finals.
Okay.
I think he should lose
Take it
to the Blue Chipper, the next IWGP World Champion. He should lose to a shooter, Shota Umino. I'm telling you, This is the guy. If you're New Japan Pro Wrestling, like he is your next big star. That's
Okay.
the guy you got to hitch your wagon to. Like he's got everything it takes to be the guy in New Japan. It's got to be him.
I haven't watched New Japan in a while. I've been keeping a little bit of an eye on Umino. I guess you might be right on that. So you know what? I'm not mad at it.
The Konosuke Takeshita is the best Japanese wrestler in the world today. Even better than Okada. He got more aura than Okada. He gets the mojo. Like when he comes out and he shows you that energy, like you feel it when he's standing next to Don Callis in his Japanese
he's a big guy.
outfit. But bro, listen, Okada just comes out and does the same thing every week.
I don't necessarily disagree.
He cries and comes out with a straight face.
I don't disagree. Yeah.